you know Demon Slayer, right? It seems pretty straightforward. It's humans versus man-eating demons, a clear line in the sand. But what if that line gets blurry? Today, we're diving into a moment that changes everything, where a sworn enemy becomes the only hope, and a quest for a cure begins in the absolute last place you'd expect. Let's get right into it.
Right? This one sentence just shatters everything our hero, Tanjiro, thought he knew about the world. It's a total paradox, and it's really the heart of this entire episode. A demon whose purpose isn't to kill, but to heal. So how did we even get to this point? Well, believe it or not, it all starts with total chaos.
Okay, so picture this. Tanjiro has finally done it. After his whole family was murdered, he has tracked down the demon responsible for it all, the big bad himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. But the epic showdown he's been waiting for, it goes down in the worst possible spot, a super crowded city street at night. And, spoiler alert, Muzan does not fight fair. What's so crazy here is just how fast it all happens. Tanjiro confronts Muzan, and Muzan, without even breaking a sweat, just casually scratches a random guy walking by, turning him into a demon right there in front of his wife. So now Tanjiro has to jump in to stop him, but of course, the police show up and think he's the bad guy. He's completely trapped, and just when it looks like it's all over, this beautiful, kind of hypnotic floral pattern fills the air. It's a blood demon art, and it's the only thing that gets him out of there. So that spell saved Tanjiro. But to really get what's going on, we have to look at who exactly he was saved from. I mean, who is Muzan Kibutsuji when he's not causing mayhem on a city street? Well, the answer is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, you heard that right. The literal king of all demons, the source of all this evil, is just hiding in plain sight. He's got a whole life set up, pretending to be a loving family man, complete with a human wife and daughter who have absolutely no idea what he really is. It just shows you how deep his deception goes, and how little he thinks of the human lives he's just mimicking.
A little later, after ditching Tanjiro, Muzan runs into some drunk guys in an alley. One of them makes the huge mistake of saying Muzan looks pale, like he's about to die, and this is his response. It is so cold, so arrogant, it's just chilling. You get a perfect look into the pure narcissism that drives this guy.
And he doesn't just talk a big game. In the blink of an eye, he brutally murders all three of them. And why? Not because they were a threat. It was literally because they annoyed him. This is so important because it tells you everything you need to know. This is not some sympathetic villain with a sad backstory. Muzan is pure evil, and all he cares about is his own twisted idea of perfection.
So you have that picture in your head, right? Absolute evil. Well, that's the perfect setup for what happens next. After the chaos in the city, Tanjiro is led away by the mysterious figures who cast that spell. And, you know, he's on edge, but he realizes very quickly that they are nothing like the monster he just escaped from. This is Tamayo. She's the one, the demon who is also a doctor. Now get this. Through her own incredible willpower and intelligence, she actually broke Muzan's curse, something nobody thought was even possible. See, that curse usually makes it so any demon who even says Muzan's name just self-destructs. But Tamayo didn't just survive. She actually re-engineered her own body, so she doesn't even need to kill humans anymore. And this just lays it all out so perfectly. It's the whole conflict in a nutshell. You've got Muzan on one side, using his power to kill and control all for himself. And then you have Tamayo, who uses her demonic abilities and medical brain to try and heal and find a cure. It's a fight over what power is even for, yourself or for others. And hey, if you want some perspective on just how incredible she is, think about this number. It took her over 2 centuries, 200 years of research just to be able to create one single other demon, her assistant Yushiro, without him being under Muzan's control. That just shows you the insane grip Muzan has on his creations and the unbelievable determination Tamayo has. So, for Tanjiro, meeting Tamayo isn't just some random stroke of luck. It's the first real, genuine turning point in his whole quest. It gives him the courage to finally ask the question that he's been carrying with him from the very beginning. This is it. This is the whole ballgame. The entire reason Tanjiro put on the uniform and picked up a sword, it was all to find an answer to this one question, to save his sister Nezuko.
So he asks Tamayo, this demon who has already done the impossible, if there's any hope at all. And her answer, it's so simple, so direct. There is a way. Just 3 words. But those 3 words change everything for Tanjiro. After all the fighting, all the loss, all the despair, he finally has a real path forward. Hope is no longer just a feeling. It's an actual possibility. So what's the plan? Tamayo suggests they team up. Step 1, she needs to study Nezuko's blood, because Nezuko is special. She's a demon who has never hurt a human. Step 2, and this is the really dangerous part, she needs Tanjiro to go out and collect blood samples from the 12 Kizuki, who are Muzan's most powerful demons. She thinks that by studying their blood, she can actually create a cure. And Tanjiro doesn't even hesitate. He's all in. And what's really cool about this moment is you can see his mission getting bigger. He realizes that if this works, it's not just about saving Nezuko anymore. They could create a cure that saves every single person who was turned into a demon against their will. So the pact is made, and man, Tanjiro's hope is through the roof. But let's be real, the mission's difficulty is also way up there. And the immediate danger, it's at an extreme level. Because there is no way Muzan is just going to let this happen. In fact, he's already sent his assassins. Just as this totally wild alliance between a demon slayer and a demon doctor is made, bam, 2 of Muzan's minions literally bust through the walls. Their job is simple: kill everybody. So the question isn't just, can they find a cure? The real question is, can this newfound hope even survive the next 5 minutes?